God that serves all of us that he served. So we thank God for you all who are coming out today for this historic event. My name is Dr. Jana Scott, and I'm so glad to see so many faces that I don't know today. So I am joined here by the esteemed chairman of the African American Christian Clergy Coalition, Dr. Warren H. Stewart Sr., and also Joshua Wells, a powerful community organizer with Case Action. We are so grateful that we're seeking to reach everybody. So if you understand American Sign Language, we want you to come closer so you can see our sign language interpreter. In addition, there is an accessibility tent for anybody that has any needs. And then when we get on the march, there'll be a few people that will be able to serve you in an accessibility transportation manner. So we are grateful to join in community with you as we honor the birthday of the civil rights giant, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Happy birthday, Dr. King. Today is the day that he would have been 93 years old. His spirit remains with us. He led us through the era of Jim Crow to secure our right to vote. We gather here today to ensure that the filibuster, a relic of Jim Crow, is not the undoing of Dr. King's legacy. The voting rights for Arizona, the democracy that belongs to the people in every corner of this country, is ours to keep today. Amen? Amen. We gather today emboldened in our collective community power to tell President Biden and the U.S. Senate, deliver for voting rights. Say that with me. Deliver for voting rights. Deliver for voting rights. Deliver for voting rights. That's our chant, our mantra, the things we need to tell them today. Every year, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is marked through acts of service to our communities. And for the past 36 years, the Arizona Martin Luther King Jr. Day Celebration Committee has heeded the call and purpose of this holiday by bringing the people of Arizona together in community and calling us to honor Dr. King's legacy by finding our own ability to become true change agents. So this year we are honored in this day to join the Arizona MLK Celebration Committee. And we have Dr. Blue here, we have Ron Williams here, there's probably other people who are members of that committee. Let's just stop a moment and honor them for their continuing legacy of keeping Dr. King's dream alive here in Arizona for the last 36 years. But today is a special day for us in Arizona, because we are honored to join with Martin Luther King III, Dr. King's oldest son, Andrea Waters King, his daughter-in-law, and Yolanda Renee King, his only granddaughter, to pay tribute to their family's legacy, and Mrs. King said it's all of our legacy, and continue the fight for civil rights with action. So now I'm going to turn it to Dr. Stewart for remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. Good morning, Arizona. Good morning. Come on, come on. Good morning, Arizona. Tell somebody close to you, good morning, Arizona. Come on, come on, come on. That's right, that's right, that's right. We're here to celebrate. We're here to agitate. And we're here to motivate. Thank you for coming. The prophet Amos said in Amos 5:24, let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. And that's why we are here on this. This is the actual 93rd birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Come on! On the count of three, I want to say happy birthday, Dr. King. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Dr. King.
Amen, amen, amen. This year we commemorate Dr. King and meet the holiday while in the midst of an unprecedented attacks on democracy, on our voting rights, on our ability to be heard and to be counted. However, we are also at a key moment to advance federal voting rights legislation, the Freedom to Vote John R. Lewis Act. Come on, give it again. They have changed the name. This is now the fourth name change because those in the Senate on the Republican side and a couple of Democrats, Lord help, have blocked all the legislation. So this is the fourth name, but it's all about voting rights. Last year, we saw Congress pass a historic infrastructure bill. We have long recognized that the country's roads and bridges are crumbling and in need of repair, but our democracy is crumbling. Our democracy is in need of repair. Listen, voting rights are the heart and soul of U.S. democracy. And they are under attack not only in the nation, but down the street at 1700 West Washington by Governor Doug Ducey and the Arizona State Legislature controlled by Republicans. We are nonpartisan, but they're in control and blocking. No, they're not blocking, they're taking away our voting rights. Since the bill has passed, Congress has debated and worked on crucial legislation to repair our democracy. And next week, the Senate will vote on this legislation, which will not only strengthen democracy, but save it, which will not only protect the ballot, but expand access to it. Unfortunately, not everyone agrees. How can you not agree on voting rights? How can you not agree that part of our being a democracy is that everybody who is eligible can go to the ballot and vote? There are those, watch this, there are those who would hide behind procedure to avoid talking tough votes. Our own Senator Kyrsten Sinema. That ain't loud enough. Our own Senator Kyrsten Sinema has vocally opposed any change in the Senate rules, even as our leaders in Washington, D.C. We want them to get this done. So let us press forward. Let us move forward. And at this time, I turn it over to our young activist, Brother Joshua Wells. Come on, Joshua.
Hello. How are the people doing? Now, I know there's a couple hundred folks here right now. How are the people doing? Let me hear some people power right now. All right. Here in Arizona, we know this truth. And throughout the fight to secure the ballot and save democracy, the Arizona community has sustained and built the front line of leadership. That is all you hear today. You are the leaders here in the Arizona community. Give yourself a round of applause. We have confronted voter suppression attacks in the state legislature and harmful Supreme Court rulings with an undeniable show of people power. And though our work is not yet done, we know that our collective voice is being heard, is changing the tide. In the last week, Senate Majority Leader Schumer and President Biden have come out in support of changing that rule to get this done. They heard us say we will not accept empty promises and will not accept failure when so much is at stake. Last week, President Biden went to Congress and stood with the family of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He talked about his time in the Senate and his prowess as a negotiator. And we have seen what he could do negotiating legislation as president. When it came time to pass the infrastructure bill, he made it happen. The time for words has passed. It's time for action. That is why we are here today, to tell the president and our leaders in Washington, get this done. Pass the Freedom to Vote John R. Lewis Act. Stop our democracy from crumbling into despair and disrepair. We have some terrific and inspiring speakers here today who have been true to this work and have tirelessly organized their communities to meet this moment.